Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And this is my 26 in 2026 lists. So, yeah, there's this trend of like where you read the number of years, like for that year. So, like, yeah, last year was 25 to 2025. Before that, probably 24. I think I only did this last year. And also, yeah, of course, I'm a mood reader. So, am I gonna finish all these? Who knows? But it's a fun challenge to do, really. So yeah, and I also can decide this list. I have books that I have like wanted to read for years, and books I kind of seriously want to read. And yeah, it's another really, and also like 26 books in 2026. I mean, I read lots of books in a year, so I'm gonna read more than these books at least. And yeah, chances are at least I'll get with some of these I feel like. This first batch, and also, yeah, you might have seen this already because I already posted this on my Instagram. But this is for everyone who doesn't go to my Instagram, which is also fine, but also nice to have it on video form, I feel like. So, yeah, these first batch of books are because I'm not going to show you all 26 at the same time. That would be crazy. It's going to be some sort of order. So, these first books books I have started that yeah I want to finish, which technically are more than the ones I'm going to show you now. But yeah, first we have The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs. Was this one of my most anticipated reads of last year? Yes. Did I pre-order it? Yes. And have I gotten far in it? No. Well, I mean, I've started. I've read 94 pages, so quite a bit. But yeah, I feel like I'm still kind of in the bit where it's good, but it's not like I need to read more. And also, I haven't really been that much in the mood for this book. Even though I love the cover, I love the concept, you need to be in the mood for things. So, yeah. But I do hopefully sometime this year I'll be in the mood for this one and I can finish it. So yeah. Then we have another book that I have started but I haven't really in the mood for finishing, but I do want to finish it. It is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. This is a non-fiction, it's a biography. It's the person that was a victim of the 2012, no, sorry, 2016, 2012, the Stanford rape, which was all over the news and all over the world. This is her story. But it's also, I would say, also a book about rape culture, about slut culture, and stuff like that. And I mean, it's a difficult read, so that's kind of why I haven't continued on with it. It's not really a book you want to sit down and enjoy. And now I'm gonna have a nice time. It's a more an important read, though. Of course, yeah, it's also about her life, so it's like not that depressing, but mainly it's a difficult read. So yeah, I have read 121 pages in this book, and it's not a huge book. But yeah, so I have gotten a bit into it. Yeah, I would also say that's kind of different. Like, I feel like before I have like lots of books we have read like one chapter, one page. Now, a lot of these books that I want to continue, I've read several chapters. So, progress, or yeah, I suppose I feel like it's kind of more easier to finish books when you have gotten a bit into it than when you just read one page or one chapter. Then we have The Phoenix Keeper by S.A. McLean. Again, I have read 100 pages into it, but yeah. And this one book I'm liking. I suppose I just so far haven't really loved it. Yeah, like it hasn't really got into like what the plot happens. It's still like getting to know the characters and whatnot. 100 pages in, yes, but I do want to read more in it. So yeah. I'm also kind of playing with the idea of reading just romance books in February. So I suppose I might pick this one up then because it's a romantasy, cozy romantasy, but romantasy in neither way still. Then we have Full I Want by Lyra Parrish. It's actually a contemporary romance, which what? What? Yes, I read mostly fantasy or I read historicals. So yeah, I did win this in a giveaway, and also it looked charming and whatnot. I feel like it kind of made me a bit like what, a bit flabbergasted because I was sure that this was a YA book, and as I'm reading it, it's like oh, there's sex talk and whatnot. Okay, not that I don't like that kind of stuff, but like when you're expecting something else, having that kind of thing there's like, oh, okay, my fault. And then afterwards, I did Google it, and I'm like, it is an adult book. I suppose I would feel like the kind of thing that kind of confused me was that I feel like the character looks young in this on this cover, but yeah. I did recently actually read a contemporary romance book, so it's not like I can't read those anymore, even though I read mostly historicals. But yeah. Yes. So that's kind of the four books that I've started that I want to finish this year. Of course, I want to finish more books this year, but at least those feel like it's a good start. And then we have Most Ardently by Gabe Cole Novoa, which is a gay retelling of Pride and Prejudice. I got this last year, and yeah, I've heard good things about it. I feel like this is gonna be a good read. And then we have Till Death Do Us Part by Rose Black. And this is a rompy, funny fantasy book. At least I'm hoping it's funny and good. Like I did read, well, as well as I read in DNF, I did read and finish a book last year that I feel like was all over last year. What's this called again? Yeah, it was kind of, another one was kind of like, called like a funny romance, a funny fantasy story, kind of, um, it was, it was compared to The Princess Bride, which I suppose, again, I don't love, but I kind of like that vibe. I think it's called We Should Be Fun. Yeah, This Should Be Fun was the book. I didn't like it that much. Hopefully, this one will be better. For me, at least. I mean, I'm not saying that the book was bad, it just wasn't for me. So, yeah, Till Left Was Barred. Of course, as always, if you see any books that talk about you want to buddy read with me, tell me and we'll catch up on Discord or Instagram. I suppose we could also buddy read, just kind of, if you don't have Discord or Instagram, we could just read it, decide to read it 1 month, and I can read it on the sprints together, or I can read it on the sprints and you can read it in the chat. That's also something you can do. Now, moment. The next batch of books are, yeah, the books. They don't really have any sort of theme to them. Some are newer books, some are a bit older. And yeah, I've kind of tried for this list to have a mix of older and newer books, like both books that came out some years ago and books that I've bought recently. And yeah. So we have 10,000 Stitches by Olivia Atwater. This is the second in this trilogy. So this is a trilogy. Well, it's a companion trilogy. I mean, they can all be read separately, but it's the same universe. I've read these two. I haven't read this one. I believe also there might be a novella. I'm not sure if that one's out in Pocket, but yeah. Anyway, I haven't read this one, and I do want to read it because I love the other two books. And then we have Guncle Abroad by Stephen Rowley. So for a long time, Guncle was just a standalone, and then this book came up last year. It's a contemporary read about a gay uncle and his nieces and nephews, and also I think there's in this one there's like they go to Italy. I suppose you can kind of guess that from the gondola. I think there's a wedding, so yeah. And then we have Fan Service by Rosie Dunnan. So this is all about a fangirl, fan who's very into a werewolf TV show, and then the actor from the TV show actually become a werewolf because romance reasons. And yeah, this one seems just very fun. It's a contemporary romance werewolf story. Sorry. Then we have a book that's been on my TBR for a little while. I do still want to get to it. I mean, I haven't unhold it for a reason. So, yeah. The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea by Maggie Tokuda Hor. So, yeah, this is a book all about a mermaid, a witch, and a sea. I believe it's kind of like it's a YA book and sea voyage things happening, and yeah, excited to get to it. I just haven't been in the mood for it, but I want to read it. So this year it's gonna be the year, maybe. Then we have a prayer for the crown shy, which is the second in this trilogy. Trilogy, I believe it's a duology. I haven't read the first book, but I've got this one because it's on sale. So I suppose I probably might also read the first book, even though I believe it's companion series. I don't remember. Anywho, yeah, I love Becky Chambers. Even I don't know, can I say that? I haven't read just one book by her, but I do love that one book. And I do want to read more Becky Chambers. So yeah, and I've heard great things about this book. And then we have Deadly Fates by Danielle Clayton, which is the third in her middle grade series, which honestly is the only Danielle Clayton I've actually read and enjoyed. I tried her YA book, wasn't for me, but I love her middle grade series. This one came out a few months ago. Haven't gotten to it yet, but I do very much want to read it. I believe also the fourth book is coming out this year, so yeah, preparation for that. And then, in case you have counted, I just have a few more books left. So then we have, and this is actually quite a few new books that I've bought recently. But this first one isn't. The Conductor by Nicole Glover. I tried to read this last year also, but my mood. But yeah, I've heard recently that this is a very good book. I do want to get to it. I suppose last year I was very much in a romance mood. I read a lot of romance last year, so my fantasy books have kind of been put on the shelf. And I suppose this might have romance in it as well. I'm not quite sure. I feel like also I'm a bit hesitant with this book because I read one place that someone said it wasn't that good. But then also, like, I can't think of that because no book is going to be loved by everyone. So that's also a thing. So, yeah. And then we have This Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. I just, yeah, kind of want to get into this offer. It just looks cheesy and fun and short. So, yeah, maybe February might do that. Then we have Something Fabulous by Alexis Hall. So yeah, so far I have DNF'd one Alexis Hall book and I've loved one. But yeah, the one I loved that I read in December, I just loved so much. I wanted to get more by them. So yeah, now this is another Alexis Hall book. This is Alexis Hall historical romance book, and yeah, want to check it out. And then we have Paris Delacourt is about to crumble. Alexis Hall contemporary romance book. And then we don't have Alexis Hall more books. I suppose I might get more Alexis Hall books, but that's the two that I have at the moment. I haven't read. Then we have First Comes Marriage by Mary Bailog. Bailog? Balog? Is she Irish? Balog? I don't know. Mary Bailog. Yeah, you see the offer here, and you can take a picture of it. But yeah, First Comes Marriage is the title. It's supposedly a very well-known romance author. I'm still, I suppose, kind of new. I haven't gotten into all the historical romance authors. I believe Mary Bailogh has written for many, many decades, maybe. I feel like she's one of those authors who your mom could have read because she wrote in the 90s or 1980s. Not quite sure, but yeah, I believe so. And so, yeah, I kind of want to check her out. And last but not least, Ladies in Hating by Alexander Rusty. sapphic historical romance with two writers. It's enemies to lovers, and yeah, I love Alexander Vasti, so definitely think I'm probably gonna love this one as well. And yeah, that's my 26 for 2026. If you have read any of these, talk to me. If you want to read any of these, talk to me in the comments. If you have your own, if you have a book or two you want to read in this year, or if you want to write your whole list, you can also do that. And I'll see you soon. Bye.